Hello, let's talk about clean highs, which are also known as relative equal highs, and clean lows, which are also known as relative equal lows. I can use the terms interchangeably. So let's look at this diagram. You have price action moving and then move up again, come down. Now, in this movement of price action, you experience something. Price is forming highs, this kind of highs, this kind of highs. They might not be exactly on the same line, but they are relatively equal. So that's why we call them relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. And on the other hand, look at this low formed by price and this low. They are also equal or relatively equal. I'm not considering this. This might just be a leg, but I'm considering from this low and this low. So they might be relative equal lows or clean lows. But what happened? Price had to break out from this place, take away the liquidity here, and then spike started going down. So what do I mean by that? On swing highs and swing lows, you have liquidity resting above it and below it. We have a lesson on liquidity in the subsequent lesson. So now this program is a full or complete beginner's course. So if you're very new to studying financial charts, this is the appropriate program you want to go through. So I'm taking it bit by bit. I'm not giving you the whole concept here. I want to guide you and walk you through until you can be able to make sense of this, because for me the learning process wasn't that easy. A whole lot of things were going over my head, and sometimes it can be very, very challenging when I bug you with a whole lot of terms and information. That is why I try as much as possible to keep it simple and concise. So I won't talk about liquidity much. I'll just continue. So be above and below clean highs or equal highs or relatively equal highs, you have liquidity. What is liquidity? Liquidity is the factor that draws price. So price is always heading to the point of liquidity. That's just what price is. So price at this point expanded, took out the liquidity here, and then went down for the next liquidity. And that is why you wonder sometimes, why is that price will come to the point where you place your stop loss and take you out and then start going the other direction, and to you feel as though you are the only person who was taken out there. You are not the only person, and you can't be the only person. What price simply did is that was the present draw on liquidity. At every point there is a draw on liquidity, and price came, took out that particular liquidity, and then is going the other way around. So that is exactly what happened in price action. So we'll talk about that in details in subsequent lessons. So let's go through these notes. From the above diagram, price is in a consolidation range. So look at this. So look at this now. Price is in a consolidation range, so it's just ranging, not really going up, because it went down, up, came down, just went up again. So it's just in a range, more like in a box. It's not going clearly like here. Now you have clear an uptrend, then a reversal for a downtrend. But here at some point we're just ranging before this this breakout. So price can create series of highs without forming series of lows at the same time. So here we are having high and then low as well. But sometimes price can just be creating only high, or sometimes price can just be creating only lows without forming the other one subsequently. So clean highs and lows are considered as smooth areas which attract price for a raid. So what I mean by this, there are those points where liquidity is rest and they are clean. So what price does? Price will just attack those places and raid them off and then go the other direction. That is what happens. But then in the conventional support and resistance idea, they will tell you is what they will tell you is support or a resistance. But oftentimes you see that once you are there, price will raid you out, and that's just it. So understanding this can help us take a trade in various kill zone or time of day. Okay, if Asian section experiences consolidation, then we might consider this as a trade opportunity in London section and all that. So we're talking about sections and all those, like everything you need to know is going to come to you over time. Just believe me, just trust me. But I'm taking it bit by bit so that you can enjoy the growth process and grow properly. I don't want you to just quickly rush into things, give you a lot of information and you cannot be able to digest them. I want you to take it bit by bit and assimilate and enjoy the growth process. Okay, so we have this chart here. Now you can see this high, and this high. They are relatively equal highs or clean highs, and then this low and this low and even this low are what they are, and even this one are equal lows or relatively equal lows. So what's happening? Price is more like in a range, forming highs and lows, and it's not really going to any clear direction until this breakout before it's going the other way, coming up to the other way. So that's just what happens in price action. Oftentimes you see price ranging, is going nowhere, and at this point it's very ideal you wait, unless you want to trade in a range using your premium and discounts concepts, which can also be very helpful. That's one of the methods you can use to trade in a range. We'll talk about all these new details. I just want you to take it bit by bit. Okay, for some persons who are new, this thing can be very confusing, very confusing, but bit by bit I think clarity comes in and all that. Okay, so this is another will I say another scenario where we have highs and lows, clean highs and lows, and equal highs and lows. So what happened here is that this is Asian section. So maybe I want to zoom in this chart. I hope you saw this chart clearly. So for this one, you have equal highs forming here. So between this and this are the equal highs. Look at this, there is no equal high here, but from here to here there's an equal high. Then inside this Asian section, this is Asian section, we have a consolidation. Look at highs, lows. These lows, they are equal, these highs are also relatively equal or clean. So what happened after Asian section? In London, price swept at the liquidity below, which is took at the clean low or the equal lows, and then what happened? The price action is now reaching out for the equal highs after this breakout, and that's one principle you can use to trade a range or consolidation. Once price is consolidating, just wait. Once it breaks out from one place, like clearly breakout, not when it just takes out. When I mean breakout, using the body to take out a place, like I don't know if, okay, this example, yes, using the body, not just the wick, use the body to break out. If you go to a higher time frame, you see that this is like one candle or so. That's what happens once you break down to a lower time frame, the candles increase. But if you go to a higher time frame, this is just one single candle breaking down. So it broke using the body, and then it reversed going the other direction. So same thing is happening here. This is more like a higher time frame. So what happened? Price broke this equal low and then reversed, and then it's targeting the relatively equal high. This you can also use as a trade concept. So that is just simple. It's oftentimes this point of equal lows and equal highs are not resistance and what's it called, and support places like the retail community think is a different thing altogether. And we also talk about PDRAs and some other key points that actually form premium and that actually form support and resistance. Now we still use the concept of support and resistance, but not the way retail traders use it. They don't use it properly. And if you go through ICT's lessons and some other persons who understand these things very well, they will tell you same thing. So having said that, we talked about clean highs, relatively equal highs, and relatively equal lows, and we are done. Thank you so much. Check out for the previous lessons if you missed anyone, and also check out for the next lesson. Thank you.